I would like to thank Shiksha.com as well because due to their efforts and due to their hard works, I'm here today. So it's just a matter of giving it back to Shiksha.
So good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you on this very informative session from Shiksha.com. So we have Rahul here. He's a student at University of Stirling, and he's pursuing his MSc in Business and Management. So he'll be sharing his insights regarding his journey as to how his experience has been till now in UK overall, and like how University of Stirling, the course he's pursuing at University of Stirling, was able to help in grooming up his personality and overall development. So coming to you, Rahul. So if you can start with your introduction, Rahul, that would be pretty helpful to the students. If you can give us a brief about yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Vaibhav, for briefing about that. I'll share my screen and yeah, I will just give up my background as well while sharing my screen. So, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, Rahul, it's visible.
Okay, so yeah, thanks Vaibhav for inviting me for this opportunity. So yeah, 1 year ago the picture was not the same. Like I wanted to do masters, but I was not getting enough support. So Shiksha.com came forward and helped me. So yeah, thanks to that. And today, at life at University of Stirling is a topic for everyone of us. And before moving to covering all the points at what all are the aspects studying at University of Stirling, I'll give a background of myself. So my name is Rahul Chauhan and I am from Mumbai, a small town called Kalyan. So few of you might be aware, few of you might not be aware of that. And I was working as an IT professional before being a master's student. I worked for 8 years into a well-known IT firm with Mastech and with CRM Next. And then I got an opportunity to pursue my studies. And with the help of Shiksha, I got a good opportunity working after my work for studying at University of Stirling. So that's my background. And so basically, these are the topics which we'll be covering today in our seminars, like how's the life in Sterling, and the basic topics like what is the accommodation cost, what is the transportation cost, medical insurance, what all is covered, and how is the academics and facilities at university level, and what is the career scope of specialization which I do, by pursuing the masters. So these are all the points and the things which would be revolving around each of the master student who is interested and who wants to be interested in future. So these might be the points wandering around. So I'll just bring some more clarity on these topics one by one. Okay. So first is, just a second. Yeah. So basically, the first point is like life at Stirling University. So overall, to summarize, I have been studying for 2 semesters in University of Stirling. So I am a Jan intake student, and I would be finishing my studies in the coming January. So up till now, 2 semesters have been ended, and they have been very good. And so overall, I have summarized my experience based on the learning which I have gained up till now from Stirling University. So in terms of pros, I would say that good quality of education. I mean, because Stirling University has got a good history in terms of education as well as in terms of sports academics. The university is well known for its management studies and also for the sports academics. Recently, the Commonwealth Games, which were held in Birmingham, you all might be aware of. There were 3 to 4 medalists who were from Stirling University in swimming and many more, you know, sports. So it gives importance to both for studies as well as for sports activities. So it is a good quality of education is provided, and educations are provided in terms of theory lectures which are classroom based and virtual as well, and the seminar which we called as workshops. So these are the two types of combination in which they provide the education. For each of the module, you will always get a seminar which is called workshop and a lecture which is called theory lectures, which would be classroom or virtual. Both can be anything. And the professional tutors are very good. I mean, for one of my module, I will share my experience that the director of the Stirling University was teaching us. So he was very friendly, and it was not like he's the director and you cannot ask any questions or like that. So he was very down to earth and approachable, and with I have approached him many times for few queries, so he had always responded swiftly for me. So it was a good experience, coordinating with tutors at Stirling University. A- and for few modules, due to the COVID situations, and students as almost all the students are very busy while studying the academics, and students staying at different locations. Few modules, tutor gave the facility to attend the lectures, as with your own speed. Like, they have recorded all the lectures and all the seminars, and they uploaded on the portal, and it was at your pace, you can learn them. So it varies from module to module. It doesn't, like, you cannot request them that record the session and give me. It depends upon module to module, what module faculty has decided to upload the sessions and give the students the link so that they can learn at their own pace. So it varies. And also there are many facilities at University of Stirling. If you're struggling with your studies, if you're facing some communication issues or confidence issues, or it happens with all the master students, I mean, because the quality of education in India and the quality of education in internationally, it is very different. I also faced some challenges at the initial stages, because the type of studies which we did in engineering, it was totally different with what we are doing at masters here. So yeah, you can seek the help of, there are student services hub, student service team, which provides all the services. And also financially support, Stirling University provides some financially support, but you have to prove the genuinity about your reasons, your financial crisis and everything. And they do look into your issues financially, but not 100% fully funded. But yeah, to some extent they will support you. Like, if you can't pay the fees for a couple of months, they would give you some more time to pay the fees and everything. So they always support you, and they always keep the trust in student. That is the best part of the university. Cons, I didn't find any cons, but just that con was based on my experience. I mean, because there were a couple of more modules when I entered the Jan intake. There were like 6 modules, and out of them, 5 were being taught by the staff, by the tutor. But one module was not taught by the tutor, and for that, tutor has uploaded all the materials and study materials, but I couldn't relate the study materials more effectively. So that was my experience. I mean, I always feel classroom training and virtual live learning is always better than the uploaded materials. So that was a cons as per my experience based on the uploaded materials. So overall, Stirling University is a good opportunity if you are choosing it. It would be a worth studying there. So this is about the life in Stirling University. Moving to the next point, like accommodation and transportation cost. So basically, if you have seen the map of UK, you would see that Scotland is right at the northern part of UK, and Stirling University is somewhere sitting between Glasgow and Edinburgh. So Glasgow and Edinburgh are the well-known metropolitan city of Scotland, and it is sitting right in between on the northern side of Glasgow and Edinburgh, and it is quite reachable from Glasgow and Edinburgh with facilities like bus and train facilities are there. So nothing to worry about how if you're staying in these cities. So there is a good connectivity with the buses and trains, so not to worry about that. And so this is how the University of Stirling. The nearest station would be Stirling Station and the Bridge of Allen. So these two towns really connects to the university very well. And there are many more small towns, as you can see, Bannockburn and Cambusbourne. So these are also good town to live in. But the best I would suggest, if you are learning and if you are a student and if you're coming for the learning, stay at the university. That would be the best. And if you are financially supporting yourself, and if you need a good job for part-time basis 20 hours, I would suggest you to live in the city like Glasgow and Edinburgh. You would get easily 20 hours part-time uh, valid jobs, where you can support yourself, fund yourself, and you can travel to university, because university's learning calendar is like, you have to schedule your own modules, lectures and seminars. So you would get the freedom of scheduling your lectures and seminars. So you can schedule your lectures and seminar in a fashion that they would end up in 1 or 2 days. So you have to visit the university just 1 or 2 days, and you would finish all your studies in those 1 or 2 days every week. So you can travel from Glasgow and Edinburgh 2 days twice a week, and the transportation cost is nothing. I mean, you can easily manage that. And so these are the cities which I have just listed down. Nearest town is Bridge of Allen and Stirling, and the northern part of the university is Aberdeen and Dunblane. These are also a good city, but quite far. And on the eastern part is the Aloha. It is a good city if you are looking for affordable houses, So Aloha is a town, and on a western part is just Cambus Baron. I would not recommend the western part because western part is, I mean, it is just a tourist place. Western part, there are no much facilities and no much job opportunities over western part. The best part I would recommend is the southern part, which contains cities like Glasgow, Edinburgh, Falkirk, Cumbernauld, Livingston. So these are a very good growing cities. I would recommend students to, stay over here, earn for yourself, and then travel back to Stirling twice a week for your studies. So you would be much more life balanced. And in connectivity point of view, I would say that from Stirling University, the nearest station, the Stirling, is just 13 minutes by bus. So it's nothing, and the train station and the bus stations are just opposite, so it takes the equal amount of time. And if you're traveling from Glasgow by bus, it would take 1 hour. If you're traveling from a university to Glasgow by train, it would take 30 to 35 minutes. If you're staying at Edinburgh by bus, it takes much more time than Glasgow. It's 1 hour 30 minutes, and yeah, by train by 40 minutes. So there is a town called Falkirk. So it is just near to my university. It takes 15 minutes by train. It is also a good town to stay. So these all are the nearest town which provides a good connectivity to travel. And in terms of accommodation, I would say that if you are coming being a student, the best place would be like stay at Edinburgh or Glasgow, so that you can travel twice a week, and rest of the time you can earn for yourself 20 hours working as a legal student. So I would recommend stay at Glasgow or Edinburgh. And in sharing apartment, if you're staying someone with someone in sharing, you would be easily able to stay in 300 to 350 pound. And without sharing, it would cost you 600 to 650 pound per month. This doesn't includes all the utilities like electricity, water tax, and everything. So 100 pound you can add on the top of that. And in Edinburgh, it's quite a bit expensive, not much in comparison with Glasgow. You can see the differences. Falkirk is much cheaper, but you will get less opportunity working as a student for 20 hours in Falkirk. So better would be a target for you would be cities like Glasgow and Edinburgh. And the medical insurance, when you will apply for the visas, there would be two types of fees which you would be paying. One would be visa fee, and other would be IHS, which is nothing but a health surcharge. So anyways, being a student, you are going to pay the IHS fees before arriving in UK, and which would be around 72 to 73k INR. So that covers everything for the student on his visa duration, except for the dental problem. So there is a health body here which is called NHS. So NHS covers all the health related issues, but you have to arrive in UK and you have to register for them to the nearest NHS center of your location, and it will cover all your health problems. And anytime if you're facing any cough problem, or if you're facing any fever, or if you're not well, you can directly book an appointment and visit, and they will treat you very well, except for dental problems. Okay. At I would say on a faculty and academics level, the faculty is good. They are quite approachable. They would clear all your doubts, and if so, nothing to worry about that. You can freely ask them your all your queries. And there are extra amenities as well, like swimming, squash, gym. And this is not included in the university fees. You have to pay an extra. You have to take a membership of it. which would be like 15 pounds to 20 pounds per month. So it is a good opportunity for students to indulge themselves after studies into those extracurricular activities. And from a career scope of specialization, I would suggest that, yeah, Edinburgh and Glasgow are the growing cities in terms of opportunities. So it is nice. It would be nice for students to stay in Edinburgh and Glasgow, and based on the specialization which we are studying. Like I am studying business and management, so you can explore for the opportunities as a management trainee. You can do the internship somewhere in a well-known IT company. So there are many internship programs. You have to you have to work hard on creating your profile and updating your CV. And yeah, you have to do some kind of certifications and everything, so that you can grow yourself and make your CV more presentable. So Edinburgh and Glasgow are the cities you can target for your future careers based on the specialization which you're learning. Yeah, so that is an overall experience as far I have faced in these 9 months of my learning. And overall, I would recommend that don't worry about anything, because Stirling University is a good university. uh, on day one only you will realize the importance, the campus, the size of the campus and everything. So it is a good university to enter into UK. Yeah, so that is overall an experience from my side. I'm free to answer any questions, students.
Yeah, Rahul, thank
And
you
yeah,
for the presentation.
yeah, Vaibhav, sorry to interrupt you. Just one thing I would like to highlight. Many students, I would like to give a disclaimer to many students here, because there are many friends, and even I was being, about to get faced by these incidents. So I would like to request all the students not to trust anyone in UK, whoever are promising to provide you accommodations, or whoever are promising to provide you jobs. So especially don't trust Facebook and everything, because there are many scams happening around here, especially with international students who are staying in India or Pakistan, and they are about to enter UK. And before coming to UK, some scammers interact with students that they are able to provide accommodations, and you have to just pay them the first 50% and everything. Don't trust anyone, guys, please. It's a humble request. Don't trust and don't transfer any amount until you see the apartment. So there are many scams happening here, especially for accommodations. So please, guys, just trust yourself. Just stay in hostel, or stay in a rented accommodation, stay in hotels for 15 to 20 days, and trust me, you will get a good accommodation. Don't try to figure out everything before coming here, because there are many scams here. And please, yeah, it's an humble request.
Okay, that's a great initiative, Rahul. Thank you for making it clear to the students, because these sort of scams are happening on a very regular basis. Like,
Yeah, because there are many scams. I'm hearing every news, every day I'm getting a news like this student have paid, and there were no accommodations, like that, Weibo. So it's a request for students: don't trust anyone until you arrive here, and don't pay for anyone.
That's great. So, Rahul, we have had students who have been raising hands. So, I'll give
Yeah,
Satyam an opportunity. He has been raising his hand for a very long time
yeah,
now. So,
yeah, yeah,
I'll allow Satyam to speak to you once.
yeah, sure. Go ahead, Satyam.
Yes, Satyam, you can ask your question. Satyam, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Satyam. We can't hear you, Satyam.
I'll give Maheshwari. Maheshwari, you can ask your question.
Actually, I wanted to ask, does the University of Stirling provides any courses on ACCA?
Which one? Can you just elaborate that?
It's Association of Certified Chartered Accountants.
Okay, because I am into management, so best would be to visit the portal itself, because they are updating the courses every 6 months based on the intake. So Maheshwari, it would be better if you check the portal on that, instead of misguiding by myself. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have 2, 3 questions. I will.
Okay.
Okay. So, Anmol, how did Shiksha help you? Because I have created my account some time ago, and
Okay.
I want to
For
know how the process is.
So for me, I mean, Shiksha guided me from step one itself. I mean, the step one is like you have to prepare a statement of purpose, which we call as SOP. For that itself, Shiksha.com provided me support, and there was mentors who guided me and reviewed my SOP before I forwarded it to the university. So yeah, you would get support from day one itself, like preparing the statement of purpose, and then while getting an unconditional offer letter from university, what all are the conditions to be clarified. It would be all the emails would be read and supported by Shiksha as well, and they would guide you. And in terms of visa filing and everything, at each and every step, Shiksha would be there until you reach UK.
Okay, what was the first step taken by Shiksha that, yeah, that you trusted them?
So it was like the statement of purpose. As I said, Maheshwari, the statement of purpose was the first step where they guided me that no, university is expecting these things. Please try to cover these things in the content so that your statement of purpose gets approved, and they can provide you the conditional or unconditional offer letter based on that. And I have already gone through the reviews of Shiksha before this as well, so I trusted them.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
it was
one
quite.
more question is,
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
actually have a backlog in my current grad thing.
Okay.
So is it gonna affect anything?
Back, I mean, have you completed your studies or it is still in progress? How it is?
I'm still in my second year.
So it is not going to create any problem in that, as long as you complete your education with a good percentage which is acceptable by university. So it doesn't matter. I mean, backlogs doesn't matter in that area. Don't worry about that. Just try to complete your education on time, and yeah, that's all.
Okay. My last question is it important to have some kind of work experience prior to joining the masters, or is it okay, or what is?
So it is not necessary basically. I hold an experience of 8 years, but there are many friends of mine in the university who have just graduated from their engineering and they have straight away enters into the masters. So it will be a bit more struggle for them in terms of finding the right opportunity, because the picture is same as like it's in India. I mean, the job opportunities would be offered to the experienced candidate first, and every companies look into the experience first. But there are ample of opportunities, not to worry about that. Over here you can join some internship program and you can groom yourself, do some certifications. So there would be a better chance for you to land up to a good job. So don't worry about that. And Sterling University also provides many career guidance as well. I mean, in terms of providing the interviews and scheduling the interviews. So once you complete your studies, there would be many interviews which would be scheduled by university as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Maheshwari. I hope all your questions were answered. So, Rahul, we have the next student, Shivraj. I'll allow him to speak. So, Shivraj will ask you his question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hi, Shivraj. You can unmute yourself and you can ask your question to Rahul.
Hello, sir.
Hi Shivraj.
First of all, thank you for letting me attend this webinar. So, I am a student in Pune. My name is Shivraj, and I wanted to ask that this university is only for engineering or it is for medical?
For this also, Shivraj, I would suggest you to visit the portal of Sterling University, because I have explored my areas. Like, I am coming from engineering background, so I have explored my areas. So I think there are few very limited scope of medical opportunities on this university. There
Oh,
are, but they are very limited. Yeah, Shivraj.
okay, thank you, sir.
No worries.
Thank you, Shivraj. So, the next student that we have, Augustino. So I'll allow Augustino to ask you his question.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Augustino, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, Augustino, you can go ahead and ask your question. I guess he's unable to hear us, so I'll allow the next student to speak.
Sure.
The next student is Mary. Hi Mary, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Hello. I have some questions about the university. May I ask?
Yeah, sure, Mary.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I actually am a law graduate. I'm from Lebanon. I have my bachelor degrees and I'm willing to apply to the master's program in the University of Stirling. I have found on the page that there are master's program about human rights and I'm interested in it. So to start with, I actually finished my bachelor degrees, and I just want to ask about the program and the tuition fees. May you help me?
For each of the programs, I may not be the right person, Mary. I mean, in terms of the courses, but yeah, you can speak to the support team of the university as well. There are live chat support team on Stirling University where you can approach them and for specific course and queries on specific course about that.
So yeah, is there any help about the scholarship and the financial aid? Because I have seen that Scotland offers good education for students, and it's also affordable uh, more than uh, more than London or Wales. It's more affordable for students.
Comparing, yeah, thanks for that query, Mary. So comparing with London, yeah, it is less expensive when you compare the city. Scotland is very good city, beautiful city to live in, I must say, and due to its weather conditions and yeah, and it's not overcrowded. Being in as compared with London, London is heavily crowded now due to the number of universities present over there, and all the students are pursuing their masters at London. And so Scotland is a country which is slowly growing and with its own pace. And Stirling University is on the outskirts of Edinburgh and Glasgow. So the accommodation when compared with London is quite cheap actually at Stirling. So you don't have to worry about the accommodations and everything, and it's quite good place to stay. And yeah, like that.
Yeah, I'm very interested. So, is there a time for the application we must apply? And if there are any scholarships we must prepare
Okay.
ourselves for?
Scholarship depends on country to country, Mary. I mean, if you belong to the country, the designated country, and there are scholarship based on the designated country, they would reduce or debit the specific amount of fees from their total fees and offer you in the form of scholarship. So it is a pretty straightforward scholarship. Like if you belong to XYZ country, and if the scholarship is present, they would offer you. It's like that. And yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you so much. So, I'm willing to receive more emails about the university, so I would know more. And I'm
Yes.
very interested actually.
Yeah, it would be a good experience for you studying at Stirling. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's affordable also because of that I chose, and I love Scotland because it's a beautiful city. Yes, you know.
Yes, you would love the city, the Scotland, the country as well. Yeah, it's a nice place.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
No
Mary.
worries.
Your question. So Rahul, like even our students want to know certain questions which have not been raised till now. So I would like
Yeah.
to bring them up. So like in your initial stages, like you said that you had done engineering in your bachelor's, right? After that, you
Yeah.
have around 8 years of experience. So when did you plan to pursue your master's in the UK? Like, how did it come up to you? And finally, why
Okay.
did you select business management as a course? Like, completely changing and shifting your paradigm from engineering to business.
So I started my career as a software engineer in 2000. I passed out my engineering in 2013 June, and I did some courses, to upgrade my CV, and then I joined as a software engineer in 2014. And from there, my journey started as a software engineer, and I worked as a software tester, and then as a quality analyst, and then senior quality analyst. And I got an on-site opportunity in between 2019 to 2021. So I came and stay in England, Leeds. There's a city called Leeds,
Yeah.
so it is near London. Yeah. And over there I stayed for 2 years, and I just tried to do more research on education. And I was interested from my college days only. I mean, when I passed out in 2013, but due to financial situation, I was not in a strong situation to sponsor myself for a student master's program. So at that point I chose working for a couple of years. My plan was to work for a couple of years, 3 to 4 years, gather your funding, and then go for master program. But in between I got an on-site opportunity. So after getting an on-site opportunity, I got a practical experience of how would be the environment to study and to live here, and all the accommodation cost and affordability. So overall that drove me towards going for masters. And when I returned back to India in 2021, I got married, and then after marriage I started my master's program, and then I traveled within 6 to 7 months with my wife for my master's program over here.
Okay, great, great. Rahul.
Yeah.
So finally, after a lot of struggle, you finally decided to move to UK and pursue your education. That's a very great, great experience.
Yes,
And like,
actually there were. Yeah.
how's the
Yeah.
weather there? Is it like somehow relatable to India? How are like obviously you were from Mumbai, so I know in Mumbai it's quite hot and humid most of the times.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, it rains a lot there. So is it somehow relatable? Were you able to adjust easily there?
So over here, it's not as expected. I mean, the weather you can see. I mean, there are no rainy season, so-called rainy season, which we called in India. So
Oh,
in India, it's like summer season, rainy season, winter season. There are three seasons. But here, it's like spring, and then it comes summer, and then it comes autumn, and then it comes winter. So there are four seasons, and there is no
okay.
place for rainy season. And rainy season is like it rains 365 days. It can rain at any time. It's like that. And the temperature, I would say that it's very cold over here, and especially in Scotland. If you are choosing Scotland to study, I'm currently staying in London because my wife got a job opportunity in London. So I travel twice a week to Stirling University. It's quite far. I won't recommend any student to stay in London and then travel to Scotland. But I don't have any other options. Like my wife has to travel or I have to travel. So it's either one of them. And for future opportunities, I have chosen London to stay and work over here. So that's the reason. For first 2 semester, I was staying in Scotland, and the average temperature I would call there is 10 to 12 degrees on an average, where you won't be going out without a jacket. And in London it's like 3 or 4 degree more, so it's like 15 or 16 in London. But Scotland is a bit colder, and especially in winters it goes to zero. So you get be ready for the snow experience.
All right. So students need to carry a lot of like winter wear, or they need to purchase it
Yeah.
if they land there.
when
So
i when I
that's
came
jackets and
to
everything.
university, my university started on January 29, and I was on my way after a week, because first week I have to quarantine myself. So the first week I didn't go to college. I attended my lectures staying in a hotel. And from the next week, when I went to the university, and the university was fully covered with snow. I mean, because it has got a beautiful campus and the greenery campus and everything, so it was totally whitish. I mean, it doesn't feels like which I have seen in the images of the university. So yeah, it was a good experience. It was nice.
Okay, that's great. Great. And like, how's the faculty and the academics there? I know in India, like you need to go through a lot of theories and you need to like go through a lot of books. You need to memorize basically everything and just write it down. That is what how the education system works in India, right? So
Yeah,
how's the faculty and the academics there? Like, is it on a very practical basis? You need to put it. You need to put everything on a presentation. Like how does things work on the faculty and the academics front?
yeah, Vaibhav. So it's like they have divided all modules into two parts. So one is lectures and one is seminars. So
Hmm.
they would teach you in lectures, and based on what they have taught you in lectures, they would practically perform that and help you perform in the workshops or so-called seminars.
Hmm.
So you would already be able to relate what you learned in lectures easily when you perform them and give your best in seminars. So it would be like what you have been taught in lectures is already implemented by you in seminars. So it would be quite relatable for you if you're dedicatedly working on that. You don't have to go to home and again study back, because you are already working on that topic in the workshop as well already. So it's like a relatable and a practical experience. But yeah, in terms of assignment completion, you have to do a bit more hard work, because it's totally different from India. Like in India, the assignment was like we have to just complete it and submit. But here assignment should be very genuine, and it should be a good researched assignment, and the criterias on which the teachers have specified, you have to complete the assignment specifying all the criteria. The grading is very strict over here in terms of completing the assignments. But overall it is a good learning experience, a unique experience. You would get into it by the end of one semester. You would understand everything, and yeah, you can go and move on smoothly with the education system.
That's great, great. So we again have a few questions from the students themselves. So I'll give them the opportunity to speak to you on that.
Sure, sure.
So
Okay.
Ashim, I'll allow Ashim to talk. Yeah, hi Ashim. Good evening. You can unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hello, good evening.
Hi Ashim,
Hello.
good evening.
Yes, please. Yes, I'm Masim Dakal speaking from Nepal. Yes,
Hi Ashim.
yes. I'm Masim Dakal speaking from Nepal.
Okay.
Just I have some queries about this university. Can I ask something with you? Hope it will
Yeah,
be solved.
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, as I am currently I have passed my +2 level with a law faculty, and I want to study at UK, taking the politics and history in foundation year. Is there availability of any sort of courses like politics in this university
So
related to
Ashim,
polit?
yeah, there are some courses related to the law. I'm not sure about the politics, but yeah, there are some related to the law. You
Uh-huh.
can check, yeah, you can check that.
And uh, as I want to study over there at England, is there any university or campuses which is nearby England? Because as I am the current player of Nepal Physically Disabled Cricket Association, and I will be engaged over there at cricket in England also. So I want to
Okay.
be there at England. Is there any campuses?
Unfortunately for Stirling University, there are no campuses in England, because Stirling
Uh-huh.
University is located in Scotland. Maybe you
Oh,
can play some cricket for Scotland.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
It means that it is located at Scotland, and I'll get opportunity to play cricket over there at Scotland, right?
Yeah. There are cricket. You can play for Scotland. I mean, yeah, there are
Yes, I
cricket.
know that. I know that there are lots of facilities over there at Scotland also. And what about the other facilities availability at this university?
Regarding which facility, Ashim, you want to
Yes,
inquire
yes.
about which
Uh,
specific?
I'm speaking about extracurricular facilities, except the education teaching learning purpose. Except this, all activities I want to ask about other extracurricular activities, and also about the fee structure of this, and what is the ranking of this university, because I'm not quite researching about this university, so I want to know these all things.
So in terms of extracurricular activities, there is a separate sports center, Ashim. You can enroll for that also. There are many activities on that: swimming, squash, rugby, football. You can enroll for that. But I'm not sure about cricket because I have not seen there. Otherwise, I would have also been gone into that.
Uh-huh. Good, good.
Because
I know
yeah,
that.
Scotland is not famous for cricket, but yeah, there are cricket clubs as well which you can join and spend time with. But Scotland is mostly known for its rugby game. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I know that. What is the fee structure of this university actually? This is the one of the famous and the one of
Okay.
the questionable question which will be arise from every student before attending or before enrollment at this every university. And I have also asked you.
Okay. So Ashim, yeah, thanks for that query. So yeah, for from the fee structure, I would say Ashim, like that. I mean, you have to pay a deposit, advance deposit of like £2,000 in the initial stage, right? Two
Uh-huh,
thousand pounds, and then once you give that, and after you get a cash statement and
uh-huh,
everything, and once you arrive at UK, you can arrive at
uh-huh,
UK by paying the advance deposit of £2,000. But
uh-huh,
before the course starts, you have
uh-huh,
to pay some amount of time, some amount of money, like 50% of the fees. Or there are many options available, like you can pay your fees in monthly installments, or you can pay your
uh-huh,
in 6 months, or you can pay your fees all together. So there are
uh-huh,
many options of monthly installment without any interest, so don't worry about that. You can
uh-huh,
pay your fees in monthly installment, you can pay your fees in two parts, like every 6 months, or you can pay your
uh-huh,
fees all together. So it depends on
uh-huh,
you. Yeah.
uh-huh. Yes. Is there any sort of scholarship availability for any student? Uh,
Yes, Ashim, there are scholarship present, but it depends upon country to country. So for India, yeah, for Indian students, there are scholarship present. Depending upon the
uh-huh,
academic marks and everything, they would see your academics, and based on that, they would provide you the scholarship. But I think most of the students from India get the scholarship. And for Nepal, also, I think there is the scholarship facility. You can check that.
uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
It means that this university is good for me, and I'll look at the courses if these courses is suitable at this university, which is available and which is interested in my mind, and obviously I'll call it with this university. And I want to know one more thing.
Yeah.
That mm, i- there will be any obstacles to visa lodgement for any disabled person, because I need to know, I need to say everything, and as I'm somehow disabled, physically disabled, is there will be any obstacle for those students?
Obstruct in terms of your saying about the traveling to the university.
Yes, no, no, no. I mean to say enrollment of university. Will that
No,
university will not enroll, or will there any be obstacle for the student who are disabled?
don't worry about that, Ashim. There is no such like ways
Uh-huh.
that they would refuse your application, considering all those factors. Don't worry about that. They would in fact
Because
encourage you. Don't worry about
uh
that.
and
Yeah.
because I came to know from someone that the visa will be rejected in some university. It is all because of the disabled, and I came to know that the students who is quite differently able, they will not get chances to be enrolled in that university, and this and that. And I'm hesitated from this, and I'm odd from this all words.
So the best would be, Ashim, when you apply for the university, you
Uh-huh.
can mention this thing. so that you get the information as soon as possible, and it is not much time loss for you. So at the
Uh,
initial stage only you can specify this thing, and
mm.
I'm sure they would treat you very well.
Yeah, hope so. And what is the last date of deadline of January intake? Can I do for January intake, or I need to wait for September intake itself?
I'm not sure, Ashim. I mean, when I can give my example. When I applied for my Jan intake, I applied in October first week. So it's better if you apply as soon as possible. By November, if you apply, it is better, because if you go and apply in the December, it would be very difficult for them as well. So it is better if you apply in the month of September, October, and max you can stretch it to November.
Okay, that's great, Rahul. So I guess Ashim has left due to some technical
Yeah.
reasons. So
Yeah.
we'll be taking in more questions. So before that, we'll be putting up a poll. So I'll ask all the students to share their feedback on the poll as to how like Rahul has been, and how helpful has he been in sharing his experience with you, and overall what all queries you have been answering. So I hope all the queries are being answered, and you can share your feedback with us on the poll itself. So I'll be putting up the poll. You can keep sharing your feedback in that. Apart from that, we'll keep on going on asking with the question. So the next student that we have is Swarnlata. So Swarnlata, I'll allow you to speak to Rahul. You can go ahead and ask a question. Yeah, Swarnlata, are we audible?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Swarnlata,
Yes.
you are audible.
Good evening, both of you, sirs.
Good evening.
I'm glad to attend this session. It's very helpful. And I would like to, basically, I'm from Hyderabad, India. So
Okay.
actually, I'm a nurse. I finished my master's in nursing. So I would like to apply for any other courses. I mean, related to nursing courses, I would like to apply for. So how much does it cost me, and how many months or how many years of course I should get into if I have to be in UK? So what is the criteria, sir?
So yeah, hi Swarnalata, thanks for that query. So basically, I am also a student at University of Stirling, and I have opted for management courses. And as I can see, there are few nursing courses as well. You can opt for them, and the criteria is simple. I mean, you have to complete your bachelor's degree, and if you have done masters, it's fine. And also the English language system. These are the two criteria which you have to complete, and the English language system, which is I think IELTS is acceptable, and which should be around more than 5.5, minimum 5.5. And yeah, and bachelor degree or a master's degree which you already have, so you won't face any problems. And there are few nursing courses as well in University of Stirling. Yeah.
How much does it cost me for a course if I have to enroll for such courses?
So it
So
depends upon the course to course. I mean, my engineering and management courses fees were different, and for your nursing masters would be a bit different. So it can be between 20,000 pounds to 23,000 pounds, like that. But if you get a scholarship, it would minus 4,000 pounds. So don't
so
worry
do I
about it.
get the scholarship there or here itself?
While you would get a scholarship before itself. Don't worry about that. While getting a cash statement, before getting a cash statement, you would get the scholarship. So the
So from
final
India or from UK, sir, which
yeah,
is
from India. From India.
from
You would
India.
yeah, from India only. When you apply, at the step one would be getting the statement of purpose from your side. You would forward it to the university, and they would give you an unconditional or a conditional offer letter. And for conditional or unconditional offer letter, they will also mention you that you are eligible for so and so scholarship automatically
Okay.
if you belong to a designated country. So
Is
when
there
you
any
reach,
age criteria? I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there age
there is
criteria?
there is no
Is
age
there
criteria.
anything like that? No age?
No age criteria.
Okay. So already I'm 36. Will I be able to, I mean, get into that college?
Yeah, there is no age criteria for like that. I mean, age criteria. Don't worry about that.
Okay, 20, if my course cost is 23 pounds, 23,000 pounds, approximately how much I would get this scholarship?
4,000
Approx.
pounds, approx 4,000 pounds.
If it is 23,000 and it will be only 4,000.
Yeah. I mean, it is not depending upon the course fee or something. It is a straightforward scholarship. If even if your fees is 17,000 pounds, still you will get the 4,000 scholarship. If your fees is 23,000 pounds, still you will get the 4,000 scholarship. So that is the scholarship or a discount which they offer to international students.
Okay, can
That is
we do some job between courses? I mean, when we are doing the course, can we do the job as well as studies together simultaneously?
yeah, you can manage your time because legally you can work for 20 hours every week. So you can find a part-time opportunity in
Mhm.
your stream in which you have the experience, or in any other stream. You can work for 20 hours every week and you can manage your expenses to some extent.
Okay, can you please explain me about the accommodation and food and other stuffs?
So basically, accommodations, there are facilities provided by the university as well for the accommodation. If you are a single person, there is accommodation for single person as well. And if you are coming with your family, university also provides family accommodations, but family accommodations are quite expensive. And single person's accommodation is quite affordable in terms of university because it is present in the Stirling University. So you don't have to travel so far and your transportation cost would be reduced, and you
Mhm.
can find accommodation based on your experience and based on your research as well in a few of the cities like Edinburgh or Glasgow. And it would be the same like, but I would suggest you to find accommodation near the place where you get the working opportunity, because you have to visit college just 2 times or 3 times a week. And
Okay,
but you have to manage your work also, so just try to figure out and balance that and look for a accommodation near to your workplace, because Stirling
okay,
University is situated near Stirling city, and Stirling city is quite small to find for more career opportunities. It is a small town.
okay.
Yeah.
So can you please explain me about environment, how it will be seasonal? I mean, the clothes what we have to bring there. And
So if
one more
you're,
thing, it is this visa will be like US visa, like face-to-face interview, or how does it go?
I cannot comment on the visa part, unfortunately, because visa situation changes from year to year. At my time when I came as a January intake student, and I didn't attend any face-to-face interviews for visa. But right now, I cannot comment if there are any face-to-face interviews or not. It totally
No, no,
depends upon.
usually, sorry, the
Yeah,
usually is it's not like US face-to-face interview, I heard.
yeah,
It's same like when it's draw thing. I mean, they put it in a
yeah.
box and pick it up. So is that same thing is going on or any changes? Because
No, I mean,
at present, I'm sorry, sir. At present, where are you? You are from?
I I'm basically from Mumbai, India, and I'm currently staying in London. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Sir, it is not like US in face-to-face interview, right? How we have to first we have to search for universities, then we have to approach university, then they will send us some college documents what we supposed to have when we have to go to UK, and
Okay.
visa process. How I want to know. I
So
want
don't
to know
worry
about
about,
visa process.
don't rush yourself, Swarna. I mean, follow the steps one by one. First, go for
Mhm.
the statement of purpose, because the first step is like you have to submit a statement of purpose to the university. Why you, and in that statement of purpose, you have to specify the reason why you want to opt or choose this college for your education, and with the reasons and with everything in detail. So once your statement of purpose gets approved by the university, you would receive an email from university that your statement of purpose has been approved and we can offer you a seat at university, but below are the conditions to satisfy. And based on those conditions, like the education degree or the IELTS system, you have to forward them those things, and then they would release you an unconditional offer letter. And using that unconditional offer letter, and a few weeks later they would also release you the CAS statement, CAS, which we called as confirmation of acceptance for studies for students, CAS. So once the university gives you a CAS statement, after that only you can, schedule your visa interviews. And visa interviews, visa appointment, where you can submit all your documents and everything. So it will be a very streamlined process, don't worry about that. And Shiksha.com will also provide you support, because if you'll rush yourself today, and you would be getting confused at what stage I should do. So just go follow the step one by one, and Shiksha would be there to guide you in every step. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all, sir. Thank you for your information, and looking forward, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you and all the best for now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Swarna. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, sir.
So, Rahul, coming to the next student, we have Samin Raihan.
Yeah, okay.
So, hi, Samin, you can unmute yourself and you can ask a question to Rahul.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sorry, good evening. I am from Bangladesh. I have just completed my 12th standard exam recently.
Okay.
Okay. I want to study about automobile engineering, but I don't know what to do if I want to study in UK, and if UK is more affordable or not. I have just planning to take exam ACT in November 5, and I have already got money. I have already seat for Duolingo test, which I've got 12 and 126 out of 160.
So Samin, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you have completed your 12th standard and completed successfully with good marks, and you are planning for bachelor's, right?
Yeah, in automobile engineering.
Yeah, there are, I think, courses for automobile engineering. And from affordability point of view, Samin, it would be like 3 to 4 years courses, I guess, here in bachelor's. And the fees would be for every year for bachelor's degree. So it would be it is up to your choice. And if you're interested in automobile, there are few courses, but Stirling University is mostly known for its management courses. So yeah, it's up to you. You can check the portal for automobile engineering. There are few courses, and for every year there would be a good tuition fees. So you have to spend a lot in terms of education here. And there are only two things to worry when you're coming to UK. Just one is the tuition fees, and other part is the accommodation. The rest, everything you can manage. Just the tuition fees, if you are taking an education loan, you can manage that, it's fine. And for the accommodation, if you're sharing with person, it is not that challenging. But if you are not sharing, and if you're not getting a person to share the accommodation, it would be a heavy expense to spend too. So these are the things to come, and prepare yourself and all that I want to say. Yeah.
Brother, what's about the scholarship by using Duolingo test?
So there are scholarship, I mean, but scholarship would be like just £4,000, 3 to 4,000 pounds of your total tuition fee, Sameer.
Wasn't the set mark?
Sorry,
Can I
repeat?
use my set score by using the university?
I'm not sure if they accept set score, because because they are more inclined towards for English language. You're talking about English language.
I'm talking about I have done Duolingo test, which is an English
Duolingo test.
efficiency exam. Okay.
Duolingo test is not accepted, I guess, by university. I
What's
think
about the
yeah,
SAT
Duolingo test.
exam?
I'm not sure about SAT. You can check the portal because as far as I know, they mostly prefer IELTS.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, brother.
no worries. I mean, take care and good luck.
Pray for us.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Samir. So we have Tanveer now. I'll allow him to speak. Yeah, hi Tanveer. You can go ahead and ask your question. Kindly unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, Tanveer.
Hello. Yes, sir. My name is Mohammed Tanvir Alam. I'm from Bihar. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Tanveer. Please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So actually, currently I have done my graduation from Guzambes University, and I also apply in UK University from UK University in Gordon University of Plymouth and Jordan University. So I want to know about if I want to education loan, then what is the process? I mean, how many days I got education loan? Hello.
Yeah, Tanveer.
Hello.
Yeah, your query is about education loan, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I cannot share my experience on that because I mean, education loan depends upon the financial institutions and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tanveer, you can get in touch with Shiksha Study Abroad team. Okay, I'll share the website
Okay.
in the chat box. You can put in your query there. One of the counselors for UK universities, they'll get in touch with you the same way Rahul had applied to his university. So they'll help you with all these sort of queries that you have. Because Rahul is one of the
Okay, sir. I also know about what is the accommodation rate in UK. So how many expensive? How many expenses in per month in UK?
Tanveer, I mean, it depends on which location you're staying. In Stirling, you're staying, then house expenses would be 400 to 500 pounds plus 100 utilities and plus food expenses and everything. So it would be around 700, 600, 700 pounds per month. And if you're staying in a good city, it would be 800 to 900. So prepare yourself for at least 1,000 pounds per month.
There is also chances of part-time job in UK or not?
Yeah, there are ample of opportunities in UK, and it depends upon which stream you want to go to. So for 20 hours, you will easily find a good job. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And by working with 20 hours, you can make 700 to 800 pounds. So you can manage your expenses, the living expense and food expenses by your 20 hours job. And rest is the education loan, which would be a burden, nothing else.
okay.
Yeah.
So what is the vacation in UK? Vacation. So how many days I get vacations in UK? So is it 40 hours available in UK
Okay,
for in
Tanveer,
vacations?
it depends upon the course to course. If you are doing a 12 months course, and right, like I am doing a 12-month course which started in January 22 and it is ending in January 22. So I didn't get any vacation, not a single day. I have 3 semesters, 4 months each, four. So my third semester is going on. But if you do a course which is of 16 months, so at that point of time you will get 4 months of semester, 4 months of summer holiday, in which you can do 40 hours. But your studying course duration would be of 16 months. It would not be of 12 months, because in between two semesters there would be one summer vacation. So like that it goes. So for a 16-month course, you would get a summer vacation, but for a 12-month course, you won't get any.
Okay, thanks Rahul for clearing this doubt. Actually, he left due to some technical reason. So we have Saroj. He wants to ask his question.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Saroj.
I
Hi, Saroj.
yeah, I want to ask that if we are going on dependent, then can we? How do we have to do PT or else or anything, or what do we have to prepare?
So for dependent, if you are going as a dependent visa holder, you don't require IELTS or anything like that. But you want to, if you are going as a dependent for education purpose or for how it is,
Like
it depends.
my wife is going for like education purpose, and I'm with her dependent. Then
Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. You can work full time for 40 hours, not even 40. You can work like 40 to 48 hours. So you have got the rights to work full time because you are the dependent, and you can work in any stream, and there is no language restriction for you.
okay. And like for job, what do I have to prepare for anything there?
So it depends upon which stream or which area you want to work, Saroj.
Okay.
Yeah, you would get a job. So it depends upon which area you are interested into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks Saroj. So I hope your queries were answered. So we have Arshdeep now. So Rahul, Arshdeep, I am gonna allow Arshdeep to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hi Arshdeep,
Okay.
you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, Arshdeep.
How are you, sir?
I'm well. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I am Arshdeep Singh, and I am from Punjab, from Firozpur city. And I have question regarding. I have a already friend who is studying in Stirling University. I have a question regarding a interview. Um,
Okay.
is a Stirling University conduct any interview of students regarding a credibility, suitability?
So recently, I have heard this news. I mean, few of the students have been invited to attend the interviews. So at my time, I mean, 1 year back, I didn't get any interviews request. So yeah, for now, for few of the students, they are randomly choosing and inviting them for the interviews. So not to worry about that. Just be yourself and yeah, explain your reasons to enter into UK for study purpose. That's it.
So,
Just
how many
yeah.
interviews conducted by this university?
So there is only one round of interviews, Arshdeep, and that is also not compulsory for every student. I'm saying that, yeah.
Okay. If a student have any band scores in PT or IELTS exam, then university give them a waiver of interview or not?
I mean, for me, I'm saying that last year I didn't have any interview round, but
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not sure what is the rule and the process for this year, because the process and the rules changes every year. Yeah, and from student to student. Yeah.
Okay. I have 56 scores in my PT exam, and I don't know which university give a waiver for in all over UK for
Okay.
for for without interview.
So
So
best
that's why.
would be, Arshdeep, you can discuss this with the university faculty, because I cannot comment on that part whether they would accept or not. But you can discuss with the faculty or with the enrollment team, admissions team about
Okay.
this. Yeah, yeah, query.
So how can I contact you university?
So
By email or any number?
by email, I mean, you have to follow the process. I mean, you have to upload your statement of purpose, and they will reply you back stating the conditions, what all are the conditions they would need for you to get admission into. And all those conditions, there would be these conditions of language. And if you don't want to contact directly to university, you can go to the portal and look for the English language system rules as well. So both are your choices. So best would be just check the portal, Arshdeep. There are many English language requirements where they are accepting the required score or not.
Okay, okay. So which portal I can use?
Stirling University, there is a portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Stirling University have their own website on.
There is just one website, stirlinguniversity.ac.uk.
Okay, huh.
Yeah.
So every so how many PD score required in for undergraduate programs in this university?
So Arshdeep, that's what I'm saying, that you can check the rules over there.
Okay.
Yeah. You
I
can check
So
that
can I
every.
apply
You
on
can
this
Google
course
University of Stirling's website and you can put in your queries there because their representative would be the right person to guide you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can Google the website and you can raise your ticket there. It's called a ticket. Okay. You can put in your concern or you can raise a ticket there and the team will connect with you.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
that's
so
right.
much.
Thank you. So Rahul, we have Jyotsna. She's the last one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, hi Jyotsna. You can go ahead and ask your question to Rahul.
Yeah, hi, sir. Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. My name is Jyotsna and I'm from New Delhi. So basically, my question is that my age is 39 and I haven't given IELTS yet.
Okay.
So, first of all, I want to ask that do you think am I eligible for getting student visa for UK?
So I don't think there is an age criteria for masters,
Okay.
Jyotsna. But you can, yeah, best would be check the representatives and discuss with them. But I don't think there is an age factor for master's program.
Okay. And
Yeah.
sir, can I give any university test instead of IELTS? Because sir, right now I have a baby who is less than 1 year, so I
Okay.
don't think I can go to give IELTS.
Okay, I got your query, Jyotsna. So basically, what university has suggested, if you can't provide the English score, they have some English programs which you can enroll into, and that program cost a fee like 4,000 to 5,000 pound extra from your tuition fee, and by that you can enroll that and you can attend those English program while you are here in UK. So it totally depends upon you. It would be must, it would be expensive, that English program which is being organized by university for English, for learning English. And the best would be IELTS, but if you can't manage IELTS due to some family issues, I would recommend the English program.
Okay, sir. So, sir,
Yeah.
without IELTS, can I apply for the visa, sir?
Without IELTS you can't apply for the visa, because for the visa there is a critical document which is required, which is CAS, confirmation of acceptance for studies. And this is given by university, and this is a must document for visa. And university won't give you CAS unless and until you provide them the conditional conditions of which they have requested for. Like if they have requested for your mark sheets, and if they have requested for your English language proof, these would be a prerequisite for them to release you a CAS letter. And unless you don't get a CAS, you can't apply for visa.
Okay. So, I mean, instead of any language course, is there
Yeah.
any university test?
University arranges that English program which I explained earlier, Josna. And apart from that, there are some English language exemptions based on your English marks in your 12th standard. So based on that also they provide exemptions. You can check that actually on the
Okay.
portal itself. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So I can go through their website and where I can check all the things.
Yes. So there is a portal of Stirling University where you can check everything. It's called stir.ac.uk. stir.ac.uk, where you can research and explore everything.
Okay. 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 Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotsna. So we have reached the end of the session. So I'd like to thank all of the students for joining in, and especially we would like to thank our panelist Rahul for taking out his valuable time and giving his insights today and sharing his overall experience. I hope that will be really helpful to the students who are planning to come to UK and apply to the universities, either University of Stirling or some other university as well.
Yes.
I guess it will be of a very added advantage and will add great value to the students' profile as well. All right. So thank you everyone, and thanks again, Rahul, for taking out valuable time. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Vaibhav, for considering me, and good luck and all the very best to all the students who are planning to pursue masters. Yeah, good luck.